Of today's hearing is to discuss the success and benefits of collaborative initiatives to restore watersheds and large landscapes. Millions of acres of watersheds and critical landscapes across the country are deteriorating. Invasive species, catastrophic wildfires, and inadequate management have badly damaged these lands and continue to threaten the health of the same lands. These problems are not exclusive to federal lands, of course. Many state and private lands face similar threats. Healthy watersheds are essential to our environment. They're necessary for our economy and to our well-being. They support everything from water quality and wildlife habitat to livestock grazing, timber harvesting, and recreational opportunities for the American people. We have to find innovative ways to restore these lands to ensure that they can support these vital functions in the future. The haphazard way these lands are managed has proved to be one of the biggest obstacles to restoring them. Too often, federal, state, and local lands are managed independently of one another, as if they were in separate universes, with little or no coordination between neighboring land managers. This patchwork of management strategies tends to breed confusion, it tends to create a certain amount of distrust, and it tends to produce less than ideal and even bad outcomes with the land itself. Thankfully, that's not the end of the story. In some parts of the country, land managers have cooperated with one another to solve these problems, and the results of that kind of cooperation are quite promising. One solution that they've come up with is collaborative initiatives. These initiatives bring together federal, state, and tribal land managers as well as private land owners to cooperate on landscape restoration projects across ownership boundaries so that people don't remain in these independent silos, focusing only on that which is immediately within their stewardship. A good example of such an initiative can be found in my own state, in the state of Utah. In response to the deteriorating condition of watersheds on public and private lands, federal and state officials came together and formed the Watershed Restoration Initiative, or WRI. For over 12 years, the WRI has brought federal, state, and private stakeholders together to resolve some of the state's most vexing land management issues and restore essential watersheds. To date, WRI has completed more than 1,600 projects and restored more than 1.3 million acres of land. Another 287 projects spanning 280,000 acres are currently underway. Like so much else in politics, WRI is successful because it relies on locally driven, bottom-up solutions. WRI's organizational structure empowers regional teams and not far-off bureaucracy to identify and prioritize projects. Collaborative initiatives are true state-based solutions to the problems we face. When we let states take the lead, we avoid the partisan bickering and red tape that can bog down projects by the federal government. Today, we're going to hear about collaborative initiatives that are transforming land management across the western United States. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses who play important roles in these successful initiatives.